Yeah. Welcome to the open book, where truth don't hide, stories ride, and every chapter got that power. Turn the page, now you stepping in, where real ones talk and the fake pretend. From viral heat to deep convo, we write the truth, let the whole world know. This ain't just a channel, it's a movement. The open book, every story, every voice.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the Open Book. This is your host, Lakeisha. I hope everyone is having a terrific Thursday. Y'all, we are almost to the weekend. We got one more day, but we're going to make today a great day. I know today it looks like it's going to rain. I think it's supposed to rain today and tomorrow. Oh my gosh. And so I said, let me come on for a little bit with a few updates. Okay. I know we've been talking about a lot. Y'all, yesterday I was looking like online and I told my husband, I said, this is a lot going on recently within the past few days where it's almost like you don't have enough time to cover all of the different stories. And so this morning, I'm just going to kind of update you all on some of the things that have been taking place so far since we have last talked about them. One of those topics being Marvin Winans. We know that he went viral recently after a certain moment was caught in his church when one of his members was given one amount, but then it pretty much, I guess some people are calling it being corrected or rebuked or so forth, and it turned into a whole viral moment. And then yesterday we kind of talked about an update with Carlos in the Ramika Meeks case. Well, there was a post that was seemingly from Holly, but I wanted us to look at that to determine if that's really Holly. Okay, because y'all know some funny business and things going on. And then last but not least, we're going to update on Keke Jones, okay, the lady that went viral when she came live crying in her wedding dress, drinking and so forth. We did a live over her the other night, thinking that, she was going to take a break from social media, but y'all, she has still been posting, okay? To the point now she's saying that his family, the cheating husband's family, wants to fight her. Okay. Then she also shared a post stating that her one of her best, I guess, former best friends, allegedly was sleeping around with her husband before they got married. Okay, and she was starting to share receipts and posts from that. Y'all, it's a whole mess. I said, now this is getting a bit messy. Okay. Lord have mercy. All right. So going back, thinking about Pastor Marvin Winans, okay. That member and Pastor Marvin Winans, they had like a little clip on this news station. Now, y'all, I almost thought that it was AI at first, but I guess they wanted to clear up what had happened because it wasn't a good look. But like I said the other day, really, um the part with the lady, I think that was given like the three envelopes with the 5 cents and the dollar something here and there. I think it was like three different envelopes that she had, and his reaction to that stood out more to me than even this lady. Okay, it just seemed like this lady, she had more money, but she was in the wrong line. But his attitude towards that lady really, really broke my heart and really stood out more than the one that went viral. But needless to say, that video has gone viral. Everyone has been talking about it. And then today I'm going to give more information about some things that have been happening in the background that many of you may not be aware of with Pastor Marvin Winans and his church. Okay, he has been trying to get completed a new church that they have been working on since 2003. Okay, we are now in 2025, and the city is even getting upset and kind of wanting all of it to cease, because you have certain things that take place when you're building something of that magnitude. The city is like, when is this going to be completed and so forth. And so first, let's go to the update, the video from the member and Pastor Marvin Winans, where they were explaining what happened that day.
Clear up a major misunderstanding that's gone viral on social media.
On Sunday, Pastor Marvin Winans hosted a day of giving. Members of Perfecting Church were asked to donate $1,000 and raise another $1,000 to help finish the new sanctuary in Detroit and support their community programs. Pastor Winans asked those giving $2,000 or more to come to the front of the church first, with others following, from the largest donors to those donating as little as $1.62. But one member, Roberta McCoy, went viral after someone posted video of her coming to the front with less than $2,000, claiming she was rebuked by Pastor Winans. I spoke exclusively with both Pastor Winans and Roberta McCoy, who says she's been attacked online since that video began spreading. You're the woman in that viral video.
Right.
He did not rebuke you.
He absolutely did not rebuke me. Now, there's a difference. There was a correction, because let me clearly state that Pastor gave instruction on the lines to get into.
I was calling because the whole church was giving, and it was our day of giving, and the whole church was coming, and we didn't want people standing, the mothers and all that, so I was calling them by increments. And we had someone that had given out of before, and I corrected it, and I told everybody to listen and come when you call, and that's all that was.
Roberta told me Pastor Winans personally apologized to her. She's been a member of Perfecting Church since 2013 and has given faithfully over the years and will continue to do so.
Clear up a major misunderstanding that's gone viral.
So it appears as though behind the scenes, it appears as though behind the scenes, Pastor Marvin Winans apologized to the lady. She seems like, I was thinking about this morning. She seems like one of those ladies that you can't say nothing bad about their pastor, baby. Okay. Regardless of whether her little feelings were hurt or not, she is not going to come publicly, especially saying anything negatively about her pastor. She's been there for about 12 years. So she's definitely not going to feed into going on there and bad mouthing him and so forth. But, I even tried doing a video showing the context of him giving the directions and so forth. And, this lady getting in the wrong line. But y'all, even with that, the context, a lot of people are still feeling that it was inappropriate and even not biblical. Okay. I think it's more so about the tone used in these viral moments. Okay. Hey, Tasha, good morning. Thank you for joining and for being first in the building. I appreciate it, sis. It's more so, I think, that a lot of people had problems with was the tone used and how it was done. It's not a matter of the giving of the money, okay? Because if people want to give $2,000, if they want to give $1, it's all about God. It should be, okay? He loves a cheerful giver, and it's really all about him and you giving as unto God, not necessarily as unto the man. Okay. And so his tone and how this was done really, really sparked an outrage. Okay. Now, just to give y'all and refresh y'all's memory, I don't know if some of y'all know this, but back in 2018, okay, there was a situation with a housekeeper that worked with for Pastor Marvin Winans, his church and so forth. And y'all, he was involved in a lawsuit with this lady. Now, I'm telling y'all, a lot of this kind of connects. Y'all think back, and I'm going to tell y'all more about that church that's been going on for about 20 years where they're trying to build. Hey, Latte, good morning, sis. Thank you for joining. Okay, all of this is starting to add up. But this was only, 7 years ago? Now, this lady, her job was to clean the church, okay? But she said the church tried to clean her out. Okay, now in this lawsuit, a housekeeper named Lakaya Harris claimed that the gospel music star and church leader allegedly tried to shake her down for money. They required her to donate money toward birthday gifts for supervisors and managers and to tithe 10% of her salary to the church. And then, y'all, she stated that when she refused to give the money, she said that they fired her. Okay. Now, there was an 18-page lawsuit filed in the U.S. District Court. And she said that it was Marvin Winans who allegedly demanded that she donate 10% of her $18,000 a year housekeeper salary to the church. He also allegedly did this during a meeting in a conference room back in 2017, telling her that it had come to his attention that she earned $18,000 the year before. But check this out. So then he allegedly said, so you owe us, okay, not you owe us, $1,800. Okay. I want to know if people thought about that part. Okay, going back to the you owe us. Who is us? Okay, I'm giving to God. Who is us? I don't owe you nothing. Okay, let him get on me. Hey, Sienna, welcome. She said, oh, girl. Then when it happens again, she's going to act surprised like she didn't let it slide the first time. People got to stop accepting how someone speaks to you just because they have a little power. Exactly. That's what I was saying too. You know, everybody and their mama could tell her, girl, he was wrong for talking to you like that, da, 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 da. But you have some of these, I'm telling y'all, it's some of these church people that want to be the pastor's favorite, all of this. And I'm not saying go out here cussing them out, bad talking them and stuff like that. But you can admit your feelings. Okay, you can say, you know, yes, I did hear him. And me and my grandson, or whoever that was with her, we, you know, were a little caught off guard, but he apologized and I accepted his apology. It's nothing wrong with admitting that. But you just acting, oh, no, Pastor, he gave instructions. I just didn't follow those instructions. You know, trying to fix this. Why did that even make the news? To me, it seems like you're trying to protect a certain image. Okay. Hey, Becca, good morning. Thank you for joining. Yes, girl. He said, well, you owe us $1,800. Okay. After that. So then when she stated that she didn't have the money, he offered to deduct the $1,800 directly from her biweekly paychecks. Wait a minute. Okay, he like, baby, we're going to get it one way or another. Now, Harris refused, stating she was not going to let the church deduct the $1,800 from her paycheck and complained that her job had already been threatened for not giving birthday money. Okay, so they were even telling this lady that she needed to give birthday money. Okay, check this out. According to the lawsuit, supervisors repeatedly required Harris to give $10 to $25 to buy birthday presents for managers and once offered to deduct the money from her paycheck if need be. One supervisor allegedly pestered Harris when she refused to donate to the birthday fund, telling her, well, you're going to have to give this $10. I know you have $10 floating around in your little world. You just don't want to give it up. Everybody has to give this. She put that in the lawsuit, y'all. So they were even hounding this lady, this housekeeper who gets paid bi-weekly, $18,000 a year now. They're trying to get their $1,800, and they're trying to get their $10 to $25. When you give it to a pot at work, possibly, where we give everybody a birthday present based off of how much, we've collected in the pot. That's what they were trying to do. Now, when you didn't willingly give it up, they're offering to deduct the money from your check. Okay, Tasha said, oh my, I thought 10% is God's money, not the pastor's, right? My opinion, it should go into the church. It needs the church needs or to help people. Exactly. Good morning, Sergeant King. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Yeah, I just couldn't believe this. So at issue for Harris is that she was both a member of Perfecting Church and also an employee. So in her lawsuit, she claimed that other employees who work for the church but don't belong to it, they aren't required to tithe as a condition of employment. You see what I'm saying? So if they work there, okay, but they're not a member, they're not going up to them saying, oh, we can deduct the 10% out of your check. But if you work there and you were a member, then it seems like if you weren't willingly paying it, they're like, look, okay, we can deduct this out of your paycheck. And she wasn't going for it, okay? And enforcing only church member employees to give back 10% of their earnings violates employment and civil rights, Harris had claimed. Let's see here. Also, according to that lawsuit, the church not only demanded money from her, but also cheated her. Check this out, y'all. This is how much this church needs money, okay? And I'm gonna show y'all part of what this new church is supposed to look like. It is taken over 20 years. It was only, y'all, from the time that they had started, they had stated originally it was supposed to take 3 years, okay? This thing has been trying to get completed since 2003. We're now in 2025. So you have to wonder what's happening to the money. Is the money going to the church fund or is the money going to the pastor fund? Okay. And Marvin Winans, you a whole, celebrity pastor, okay? A whole family that makes money, from singing and all of that. So I'm just really shocked at this. I really am. So she said the church not only demanded money from Harris, but they also cheated her out of overtime pay by manipulating her time records or time clock records in order to avoid paying her for overtime hours work, y'all. So they were manipulating the time clock records, allegedly, okay, so that they would not have to pay her overtime. Perfecting also implemented an unlawful time docking policy to penalize employees who arrived late, okay, which cited the church's tardiness policy. So that means that each time an employee was late, he or she would be docked according to the following schedule, okay? So, for example, if an employee is tardy 1 to 15 minutes, they get 15 minutes of pay docked from their check. So, baby, that means you better not be late. Okay, that reminded me of Ike Turner, child. Okay, when he was flashing $5 fine. If you late a minute, baby, they taking $1 out. Okay, each minute you're late, hey, that's money that you are not getting. Yes, it was less than minimum wage. Exactly. Okay. Hi, Miss Shiny. Miss Shines. I'm sorry. Welcome. This is why I'm not in church. I have church inside of myself. Okay. And y'all. And I know some people say that and things like that, and I get it. Because of the shenanigans. And I've said that. I was like, a lot of the stuff that people that would love to come to church, want to come, but they see some of the drama and the mess, and they like, see, this is why I don't go. This is why I don't want to go. But don't let that deter you, because look, We go for Jesus, and I know Jesus is in our heart and we can have a relationship with him, but you just got to find the right place. I don't want to put, because of certain things that we have from some of these churches and pastors, to affect all of them, because there are definitely some pastors out here that are doing the right things and churches that are doing the right things, right? That show the love of Christ, that have members that love you and will encourage you. And a lot of the times, going to church, it just really helps each other. Like sometimes you're going through stuff, you just want to go and you see someone, they hugging you, you give you a hug. Or if you're having a hard time, you never know if someone will slip 100 into your hand that day. That's happened to me. Okay, baby, in the past, needed some money to get an air conditioner fixed. Nobody knew but God. Child, went to church on a Friday night to one of our women's meetings, and one of the girls that was going around the offering, well, when she came back around, she took my hand. And I was like, well, why is she taking my hand? Child, I felt something in my hand, but I didn't want to act extra excited there in the church. So I waited till I got to the car. I didn't want to act too desperate or that I really needed it. Y'all know. And so, baby, I got in the car, I turned my light on because it was nighttime. Baby, I looked at my hand. It was $100 bill. Okay, you never know how God will bless you. And so those are the reasons why. So I get it why people do say that, because it is a lot. It's a lot going on. Y'all think he had a litigation offer? Okay, Sienna, I'm telling you, it's a reason behind some of what we were seeing the other day. This day of giving had some purpose, okay? Church is worse than HOA. Those HOA dues. Okay, I remember that. I'm not shocked. Been going on for decades. Yes, I can't imagine $18,000 is crumbs, and to be extorted in such a manner is disgraceful. I agree. I left church in 2009. COVID proved they are useless, and a lot of people went to the virtual church and haven't gone back to an in-person church, and it's working for them. Because what works for you? What I did it for a while too, even when everyone was going back. It's like what works for you and your family. So you have to, today church is a social club, in my opinion. Child, we definitely have some of that going on. Now, this lady, she said she was employed by Perfecting Church from March 2012 through January 2017. She worked as a housekeeper, and she spent the first several weeks of her employment cleaning the Marvin Winans Academy of Performing Arts, an elementary and middle school headed by Marvin Winans. After several weeks, she was transferred to Perfecting's main church on East Nevada, on the city's east side, and this is in Detroit, Michigan. Winans is the founder and president of Perfecting Church, which owns at least, y'all, check this out though. I'm telling you a lot of this because it just really questions, where is the money going? He is the founder and president of not only the church, but he owns at least 90 commercial and residential properties in Detroit and employs about 40 workers to clean and maintain them. And one of them was Harris. Okay. So he owns those properties as well. Let's see. At a staff meeting in 2016, Harris openly stated that Marvin Winans that she was not happy about not being paid for work she was doing. In October of that year, Marvin Winans directed Harris to meet with him in his office, where he asked her why she hadn't attended church recently. According to the lawsuit, Harris said that she was exhausted from working long hours and not being paid. Okay, clock it, y'all. And complained that her job was being threatened for refusing to donate toward birthday gifts to supervisors. 3 months later, Harris was summoned to another meeting with Marvin Winans and another church official. It was at that meeting that Winans mentioned the tithing issue and deducted the $1,800 from Harris's check. She did not want to do it. So because she didn't want to do it, Winans allegedly said, well, that pretty much terminates your employment with us. You can go ahead and proceed with the exit interview. And Harris was fired that day. This was 2018, y'all. Wow, Sergeant King, really? It was okay. Are you serious? And wait a minute. Allegedly, y'all, $2 million wedding, because y'all know he did just recently get married, I think about what, a year or two ago. Wow. So he fired that lady because she didn't give the $1,800 and didn't want it deducted from her check and wasn't paying her properly, y'all. This was 7 years ago. Then we're now hearing about this $2 million wedding. Okay. Wow. I didn't know it cost that much. So that's one thing. Okay. With a little of the background into this. Now, let me pull up, because I wanted to show y'all this right quick on this topic. Okay, let's see. Okay, so this church, Perfecting Church, is right now under construction. Okay, this has been since 2003. All right, now Marvin Winans, he at first started Perfecting Church in the basement of his Detroit home. He only had 8 members back then, back in 1989. And then his membership has continued to grow throughout the years. Now, he's trying to have built this new Perfecting Church, which is supposed to have been a 5,000 seat mega church. And this is going to be on Woodward Avenue, just north of 7 Mile Road, for those of you who are familiar with Detroit, Michigan. Now, construction started in 2003. Since then, the work has lagged, stalled, and stopped cold when the money ran out. Okay. But now, work has started up again because, y'all, the city was on him to even halt this project. And then they made an agreement last year. Okay. Come on now. Last year, to go ahead, and they are, getting the approval to start back with this project. Okay. They're under pressure now to finish this facility. Okay. The city's sick of them. It's over 20 years that they have taken. Now, I'm curious about this. He said, Marvin Winans said, we were moving right along, and then we discovered we couldn't borrow any money. So we shut down, and then they started moving again. So I'm just wondering, y'all, like, going into this, when you're trying to do a project of this magnitude, it seems like he would have thought about that part ahead of time. You see what I'm saying? Like, oh my gosh, I need to kind of see, am I going to be able to borrow the money, or do we have the money in the budget for this? It seems like the idea came, they started something, but didn't know where they were going to get the money to finish it. So he's saying it's just a work of faith, just praying and believing that we were doing what we should be doing. So you can have faith, but you want to make sure what you're doing is part of God's plan, because he gives provision for his vision. Okay. Not what we try to come up with. Okay. Now, besides the 5,000 seat sanctuary, the complex will feature a 500 seat wedding chapel. Okay. Meeting rooms that can seat 1,000 people, 1,000 space parking garage, a baptism pool large enough to accommodate a whole family, classrooms, administrative offices, a bookstore, and a kitchen. Okay. So they had kind of gotten things, off the ground, the roof and all of that started. But then stuff started stalling because of finances. Okay. So now it is back, in the works, and pretty much, okay, Sergeant King, clock it. You are so right. It's giving Dr. Umar Johnson that school that he is trying to build. Child, where are those people's money? Every time he comes out and talks about that school, that is the first thing I think about. What are you doing with those people's money? Okay, he was walking through the school, y'all. This is how I know he wasn't really taking it seriously. Shout out to Mr. CKB. He covers Umar Johnson as well. And really, that's the main place I get a lot of my updates is from Mr. CKB. But when he was showing a video one day, he was walking through the building doing a tour, and a person that knows their plans and really knows the progress of a facility that they are working on, they'll be able to walk around and really talk about it with some knowledge and like being for sure. Y'all, you could tell that man hadn't even really walked that building. Okay, he was like stumbling over words, didn't even know which room he was in, and all of that. And every time he comes, there's an excuse. I need more money, or there, this happened, all of that. That's the vibes it's given. Okay, but nobody is holding Marvin Winans' feet to the fire like they're holding Dr. Umar Johnson's feet to the fire. This church has been going on longer, okay, and in this process, longer than the school. When you think about it, okay, in perspective, where is the money? Okay, if you know that you're not able to finish it, and like I said, Grand Rising Joy, welcome, sis. I'm not gonna go against, what a pastor feels that God showed them, anything like that. But revisit it with God. Okay, is this something that you should be doing? Is it something you should sell? Where are you in the process? Because now it's becoming an issue with the city. Okay, it's becoming a whole issue. Then now it's pressure on the members. I want y'all to see that. Peep the play. This is pressure to get this church finished. So that day of giving moment, hey, it is what it is. Good morning. That day of giving had purpose. Okay, look, we're trying to finish this church. He was indirectly, in my opinion now, trying to keep up with the funds that were being given by doing it that way. Okay. Because if you know amounts that are in the lines and things like that, you can pretty much kind of get an idea of how much you're making. Okay. If I have 2,000 line, okay, how many people we have in this 2,000 line? Okay. We got 50 people. Okay. Because if I don't make my goal, I'm going to come back to y'all. And I've seen this in churches. If they don't meet that goal, guess what? They look, we are $5,000 short. Okay, who can give an extra 100? Who can give an extra 1,000? Okay, so that's a way, because y'all know there's a quicker way that you could have done that, right? Put the script that they were reading, put that on the big teleprompter, right? Write what you're making on an envelope or giving on an envelope. Okay, we're gonna have everyone. If now you want to have them just walk through the sanctuary, bless them, put your hand on them, bless them, or forehead, bless them. Hey, that would have moved a little faster than, okay, one by one. We got these different lines. You almost got an appointment. If you're giving $5, you got to sit here all day because your line not till the end. Okay. So that in itself, but see, when we do it out loud like that, you can have an idea and calculate how much you're giving or how much is being given in that offering. Sergeant King said we have to vet Black so-called leaders better in 2025. They prey on the uneducated. Okay. Good morning. V is in the building. Welcome, sis. Thank you so much for joining. Yes, happy birthday, Lolo. She's not in here right now, but y'all, my sis, my mod, one of the mods, it is her birthday today. I did do a post on my community wall. So if y'all get a chance today, make sure y'all give Lolo a shout out. Happy birthday to my sis, Lolo. I hope you enjoy your day today, sis. But yeah, y'all, this is crazy. This is crazy. So I wanted to just give y'all this update. As of now, the church is still moving along. Okay. The lady who was embarrassed publicly, she said that he did apologize to her privately. Okay. Now, baby, come publicly. Let your apology be just as loud as the disrespect. Okay. Don't do it behind closed doors. Come on forward. How you embarrass me in front of all these people? Come on and publicly Sunday. Say, look, y'all, I messed up. My tone may not have been appropriate. Okay. And then you have Marvin Sapp chiming in. Now, I think he needs to be quiet because people have moved on kind of from his viral moment. But he was up there, trying to have Marvin's Winans back, saying, there's nothing wrong with people giving. Pastors are feeding people and doing XYZ. Yes, they are. However, we cannot discount or overlook the tone and the way things are being said in these particular moments. Okay. When he said, lock the door, okay, lock the doors, ushers, lock the doors. It's not about what you're saying, it's how y'all are saying it. Okay, how these things are being done. We're not saying don't feed the hungry. We're not saying we don't even want to give, but we're saying in these moments, watch your tone and how you are saying things to your people. These are some, you're a pastor, these are the sheep, right? So it's a certain way to say things. Okay, we can't keep saying, oh, okay, it's okay, he's a pastor because you got a title. A title does not give you the authority to disrespect people. That's all we're saying. Okay, some of these people forget, look, we're all subject to Christ. He is King of Kings and Lord of Lords, not you. Okay, he may have anointed you and placed you in that position, but he does not make you king. Like, seriously. Hi, Miss Lisa. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Yes, exactly. It is what it is. Apologize like you criticize in public. I like that. Yes. Agreed. Make it public. And the little boy standing there looking confused. That's the part that hurt my heart, Sergeant King, is that part. Okay. If y'all look at that video, that little boy's excitement, this is something he looked like he was ready to be a part of. He was excited, putting the envelope up there. And so imagine your excitement. This is as a child. We don't even know how this will impact this child. I'm doing this, I'm giving, and the pastor's fussing. He's making a correlation between me being a giver and you fussing because it's not enough. Did he really understand that? See, some stuff can't wait till later. Okay, if she messed up and she was in the wrong line, was that such a big thing? Okay, child, how much you got? Okay, thank you. God bless you. Take the money. It's going with all the other money, right? So even if mine was 1,200, you still gonna put it in there with the $2,000 pot, right? Or the offer, right? Okay, so that wasn't a big deal. But then this little boy, his whole expression changed. How do you explain that to him? You can apologize and say, we don't even know if that was true or not. That lady, baby, she ain't gonna make her pastor look bad. So he may have or may not. Okay, she gonna still say, what pastor did was right. Okay, but the impact that could have on that little boy in his giving, I hope it doesn't affect him. But did he think about that the way when he did that? No, he wasn't even looking at the little boy. V said, open book, me and my girl F and M are supposed to do a live together today, God willing, and I would really love to have you come. Okay, situational ethics. Okay, let me know, V. Okay, let me know. This is why people don't want to go attend church. Yes, that's what we were talking about. Mm-hmm. Yes, but let me know, sis. The Winans dude gonna tell that lady he told her to bring 2,000. He would have had to give me my money back. Well, in the thing of it was, y'all, in the instructions, I think what was getting confused was he had a line for $2,000, right, at that time. So if you were giving 1,000 plus 1,000, right, she just missed the line. Not that he was requesting. That's why he said, "Well, I ain't saying you do all that," because it wasn't anything wrong with the $1,200, but he hadn't gotten to that amount yet in the line. And he was trying to correct her and say, "See, I told y'all if y'all giving the 2,000 to be in this line, But it was the way things were said, that part. Miss Lisa said, right now there's another pastor got a whole Bentley car parked inside the church, telling the congregation the car is for the church. What? I haven't heard about that. He better watch himself so he's not going to be like that guy, that pastor, y'all, that had the churches, had the whole customer service line calling people, getting them to donate. Him and his assistant in jail, okay, was scamming people and doing all of this stuff. It's crazy. Yeah, the little boy could need counseling. Not me. I went viral riding out the church with my money. Hey, D, good morning. Welcome. Good morning, Honey Drip. Thank you, ladies, for joining. Yeah. So, y'all, that is crazy. So, as of now, that's where we stand with that Marvin Winans situation. Poor lady said, I'm working on it. She sure did. I was like, oh, my God. And you know what? Y'all, she is probably going to get that money, too. That $800, which he wasn't asking her, telling her she had to do. Hey, I ain't gonna say that because I don't know if he was telling them they better have $2,000 or not. But he was just saying, well, I didn't say that y'all had to have the $2,000. But I bet you she don't want to. Now that she got the pastor on here going viral, it wasn't her fault, but she might take it on like it was her fault. I can see it happening, y'all. I can really see it happening. Okay, y'all. In the next update news, moving over to the Romika Meeks case, okay, we have this new post. Okay, y'all know every day is something going on. Something going on every day. Dee said, I don't know what's going on with the church people. Girl, it's a lot. Some of these pastors doing too much. Yes. So, allegedly yesterday, there was a post from allegedly Holly. And let me also say this live is for educational and entertainment purposes only and is covered under the Fair Use Act. Information shared is alleged in our opinions as we react to various topics and people. Make sure y'all tap that like button. Let everyone know we are live. Also, if you would like to give to the channel and be a sponsor of today's live, you're welcome to send a super sticker, super chat. My Cashapp is on the screen, or buy a coffee, and that link is in the description field of this video. Let's see. Pimp Talk. Ben better have my money. Okay. Oh my gosh. I believe he took her phone. Holly's phone, D, or Romika's. Now, this particular page was on allegedly IG called Holly_herself. So it says from create mode. I don't know what from create mode is. I went to IG, okay, and I typed in that name and I did not see that page, okay. I was like, where is this from? So I'm not going to say that it's her for sure because I don't know. We see Holly_herself. But how do we know this is Holly? I guess I always have questions. Okay. But let's just go with it and let's just read it. Okay, like it's her. I'm joking. But this is what it says. Okay. It says people, thank you, Latte, people asking why I haven't said anything. Well, girl, I can stop you there. Okay, I haven't been asking. I haven't been asking you why you haven't said anything because I think it's very much clear why you wouldn't say anything. Okay, I don't think anybody been asking why you haven't said no. It may be a couple of people. Okay, but I don't know. There's nothing to say. Oh yeah, there's something to say. It's plenty to say. Okay, girl, it's plenty to say. For one, now if you want us to ask you anything, we want to know what happened that dreadful day. That's question number one. Because we're working on justice for Romika. Okay, that's question number one. Let's see. D said, is that a fake page? I was going to say that it may not be her. That's what I'm saying, D. I don't know. Because I looked up the page, there's nothing there. Honey Drip said, I've seen that page following Lowe's page, but it had no profile pic, no post, and was private. Okay. And I do not trust him. I don't trust him. I believe it's somebody know him, but I don't believe it's her. I may be wrong. Right. I may be wrong. But I don't trust him for the simple fact, excuse me, he's already trying to make himself look good. Y'all, the world of technology is so crazy out here. People can make troll pages, okay? People can make fake posts, all of that. If he can take someone's phone, and I think someone, y'all, speaking of that, side note, Tabani was under one of my pages, or posts, I should say, today, and I haven't checked to see if she responded, but she said allegedly somebody was using Romika's credit card in September and October. Where in the world did that come from? Now look, see man, if you got Romika's phone to try to get her credit information, boy, oh y'all, that will open up a whole other can of worms. Okay? Because you got to look at, y'all, we talked about this yesterday, a person's history. Okay, what are they capable of? Not to say people can't change, but a lot of this stuff, y'all, was not long ago with him. Okay, these lawsuits, even the cousin said they used to get money together, cracking cards. I don't even know what that process is. All of that. Okay. Yeah, same world D. I'm skeptical because I'm sure she would have pics. Right. Now, if she was releasing other stuff, he cannot be trusted at all, evil devil. Exactly. It could be trying to get people to get speaking against Holly and not yes, implicate him. Come on now. Let's say we thinking. Okay. Cause see, the pressure's on. Notice the timing of everything. See, y'all, we gotta look at stuff. We gotta look at the whole picture. Okay. Notice the timing of this. When those pictures were coming out that her aunt, Ladre, were putting out, right? Think about this. How come she wouldn't have exposed this post? How come she wouldn't have put this out there when she was putting out pictures out on the beach? Okay, showing her in the baby stroke. The aunt talking about she's stalking her niece. That was a weird picture. When she was doing I would never videos. This one would have slipped out. Seemed like this would have slipped out. So then we were on C-Man's case because of that previous police report showing that he has the potential to try to get women into his vehicle, abusing women, discoloring their eyes, putting his hands on women. We were just talking about that yesterday. Not just me, other people, other content creators as well. And then out of the blue, here comes, peekaboo, a post from Holly when she could have been popped out. Okay, like really put your thinking caps on. It's the timing of it all. Okay? It's the timing of it all. Yes, D, that's what I heard. I got to find out more info about that. Honey Drip said, yes, they can. They did it in the Shanquella Robinson case and played like the Cabo 6 posting all kinds of ish on Insta. Thank you, Clocky. They can do that. Hey, Shelly. Hey, sis. Good morning. They can do that. If they have cameras wherever these are being used. Mm-hmm. Okay. Holly whole family is very toxic and evil. Yes. So then she says, people asking why I haven't said anything. There's nothing to say. Okay. It's plenty to say. What happened that day? Why were you in the same clothes? Were you blowing up Carlos's phone? Okay. Were you where was your baby, girl? That's something we all trying to figure out. Where was your baby at that day? Because we haven't seen a picture, heard the baby crying in any of the videos. Girl, who is Rebecca? Okay. Who is Rebecca? Girl, why were you copying Romika and then tried to make it look like it was her? Why were you sitting in the car with all of the windows down? Who really started the fighting and arguing that day? Why was Carlos holding Romika? Why were you riding around in a vehicle with a loaded weapon? We have questions. Okay, so it's plenty that you could say. Then it goes on to say, God can come down and stare y'all with the truth. Now, she doesn't seem like a God type of person. And when I say that, I'm saying it in a way of a person that just will be bringing up God like that. She doesn't take me as that way. You just got to look at kind of people's fruit, their characteristics. I mean, unless you like her aunt, okay. When I say that, baby, the aunt will post her little scriptures, things like that, but still keeping a mess over there on her page. Unless she's one of those types, okay. But she doesn't peg me to have written that part. God can come down and stare y'all with the truth. Stare y'all with the truth. How do you stare someone with the truth? I mean, did y'all understand that? I didn't understand that part. And I ain't even trying to be funny. Yes, baby gay. Where is the baby? Okay. That's our main question. That's a whole other part of this case that we want to know. Baby, where was the baby at? Okay. But I don't know how you can stare y'all with the truth. That didn't make sense to me. And y'all won't believe God. Now, did she mean tell us the truth, but we won't believe it? It was very confusing. Okay. Very confusing. But then, y'all, they tried to slip one in on us to make us say, oh, yeah, it's Holly. Okay. I will not waste my time ever. Well, I probably would have kind of thought that was her, but that wasn't the whole word that she used. Now, she put that at the end of one of the phrases. Now, if they wanted to try to trick us, they could have said, I will not waste my time. Never. I mean, ever was close, okay, but never. See, when you're trying to make it look like a person, it's obvious, okay. I do not feel that Holly wrote this. I'm gonna be honest, and it doesn't make sense. Whoever wrote it, child, do another one. Okay, now we can say, if I'm wrong, hey, I'm wrong, forgive me. But in my opinion, I don't feel that she wrote this. Okay, I don't understand that part myself. Right? Yes, y'all. Hit the like button. Thank you, D. Right. Okay. I don't feel that she wrote it. Yeah, they should have put never. I will not waste my time. Never. Don't put ever. So go make a correction and put it back out again. But I don't understand God can come down and stare y'all with the truth. And that doesn't even make sense. And y'all won't believe God. And please capitalize God when y'all do the correction. Put a capital G. Put some respect on his name. Okay? It's a capital G. Little G is the other one. Some of y'all's guys. Okay? but the big God put a big G on his name. Okay, I agree. I don't believe she wrote this. I'm telling you, I could be wrong, but in my little shanana, like people say, I just don't feel that this was her. And the whole timing of it, it really just puts up a red flag as well. Being that we were on to something. Now, let me also say this to those people, those couple of people that were under my video yesterday. Okay, they probably were pro Carlos. Okay, I am very educated. One girl was trying to be very funny, talking about, I know in your educated mind, you can't have me think that you think this man was trying to kidnap Romika. Well, let's go back to the proof. Okay. It's not anything beneath him. And no, I'm not talking about in a kidnapping as in kidnapping and asking the family for money. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about taking someone against their will, pushing them into a car and taking them somewhere to do what was done. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so let's not act crazy like you don't know what I was talking about. And I blocked that person anyways, because when you come with disrespect under my comments, I'm not gonna, hey, look, it's automatically blocked. Okay. If you have a difference of opinion, I respect that and I leave you. I let it stay. But if it's starting to be like you trying to be funny and stuff like that, I'm just blocking. Because some of y'all know the real deal. And it was like a pro Carlos person, a couple of them yesterday. Miss us with that. There is a whole police report. Okay, go look it up where it shows he was trying to do this to a woman back in 2023. So why would he not try it again? Okay. He punched that lady in her face. Now, I don't know if that's Romika or not because they redacted the name and discolored her eye and it was bleeding. We've seen a mugshot of Romika with her eye discolored and big, bruised and everything. So he's capable of doing it. This is not anything beneath him. So quit acting like, oh, he's this perfect guy and would not do it. He's already tried it before. Putting people into cars against their will, guiding them, trying to guide them into vehicles. Okay. If she did, God knew her heart before doing and after she unalived Romika. This was just to let us know she's still free. Yeah, if she did write it, it's to brag about it and put it out that she's still free. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, because oh, I'm good for now, let's say. Thank you, sis. Look, I think I got a good little 45 minutes in. This not gonna take long till I go to my next topic. Because child, this was nothing. I'm like, girl, okay. If it was you, go hide, keep hiding up under your rock. Okay. That's why I cut the comments off sometimes because I'm going to go back and forth with them. That's right. I said, I'm not going to even go back and forth. Delete. I was like, delete. So this was the latest update, okay, in the Romika Meeks case. An alleged post. And shout out to Travel Island for posting it. But, nothing against Travel Island because they keep us in the know. But I feel like somebody could have been trolling. That Instagram account is not there. Okay. Thank you, let's say. No, I appreciate that. I think I got a good 45 minutes. It's not there. And it just doesn't sound like her. And that last line seemed like they were trying to make it look like her. But it didn't convince me. Hey, Brittany, welcome. But as of now, yeah, she's not charged. She's still out there. So she didn't even have to do this. Hey, Original Bay, good morning. She didn't even have to do this if this was her. Okay. So thank you, Travel Island, for updating us on that. Let's see here. All right, our final update. Now, y'all, y'all gonna start listening to me. Okay, one day or another. Now, y'all know we did this live the other day, just being nosy with Keke Jones, okay? That is her name, of the lady who went viral crying and drinking in her wedding dress on over her husband that allegedly was cheating on her, okay? And it seemed like some of the cheating was even taking place before she got married, okay? And they had gone on this trip, a cruise, and after that, all hell broke loose. We still trying to get the whole backstory. Now, there was a post someone did that, right? Let's say a post that someone did that was saying that allegedly, when they came from the cruise, they must have gotten into it, and she did a whole crash out. She had a crash out, and she admits to having crash outs, and pulled a gun out on the husband and his son. Okay. And then allegedly CPS was called, and her children are with the granny. Okay. Now, she was saying, because after that, there were pages being made saying that she was doing a prank. There was a GoFundMe made. She said that's not hers. So she's gotten the blue check mark and all of that. Now, I'm not saying, she said we're going to agree to possibly disagree. She went viral again. Oh my God. So I'm not saying, let me say this, because I don't want it to be like I'm laughing at her pain. If this is all real and so forth, I'm not laughing at her pain. Latte was the first one to send to do it. I should say, share the video, right, of her crying. And when I watched Latte's video, I was like, wow, because I thought you were gonna play more of it on your video. So I was trying to hear more from her, and it really broke my heart. I was like, Lord. So then there's another content creator, Carlos King. I'm saying it the wrong way. Carlos King. And he, because his people will send him videos to react to and so forth. And he had a longer part of it as well. And y'all, it was breaking my heart, because as a woman, like, y'all know we've been cheated on, or, you go through a heartbreak. Like, I felt her pain. Like, so many people could feel her pain and felt bad for her and nervous for her, because, she was drinking. She was talking about possibly unaliving, or leaving this earth and things like that. And I'm like, Lord, help her, because I just felt like she was having a nervous breakdown and all of that. Not to say she wasn't, okay? I'm not going to discount that. So I don't want y'all to think I'm being heartless or discounting that. And this lady does not have her kids. She has to get her kids back, okay? Now, hey, Brandy, welcome. Thank you for joining, sis. No, I only selected a portion. Got you. Okay. Good morning, Brittany. Welcome. Tasha said, yes, I felt her cry out. Me too. I did too. Okay. But I'm also, like I told y'all, I like to go and look deeper into things, because y'all, we've been through a whole saga with this LaTruth thing. And so many things had come out after initially feeling bad for Brianna. Okay. I was fooled from the very beginning until content creators started covering it and exposing some things that we were not privy to. So the other night, we kind of went through her Facebook page and was looking at some of the posts and things like that. She was already viral. I'm not saying that she wasn't getting the views. Like, she hasn't just started her page. She was already doing her content and already getting a lot of views. I know that video got over 12 million views as of 2 days ago. It's probably more now. Okay, so she's definitely going viral again on that video. Okay, but the live was emotional and I couldn't do it. She wanted her parents there with her. I couldn't do it. Okay, got you. I understand. Yeah, I understand. Hey, Joanne, good morning. Okay, so let me pull up. We're going to do some updates. Okay, so as of the other day, this was the last post we looked at. Okay, this was October 21st. And it said, I stopped listening to people when they told me to stop posting my business online. I have no regrets. Let me make sure y'all can see this. Let me make it bigger. You had peeped her a long time ago? Well, I overlooked it, girl, at first, so I started feeling like she was lying to me. And I was like, let me stop. Let me see what's going on. After that, that's when I found out what was happening. She said, I have no regrets. The fact that I'm able to help people find the courage to scream that they hurt to the world, to not be quiet, to not hold it in, and to not fear what people have to say about you is powerful. Because I came online, so many beautiful women and strong men have given me encouraging words and shown me that I am so much more. Now I'm still here with you guys today, feeling better and about to come even stronger. Thank you, everyone. You've given me the strength, and I'm about to take you with me on every step of this healing journey. Speak your truth, Team Keke. Okay. Now, after that, y'all, this was yesterday. I said, she's back. Now, she put a picture of her looking at her wedding dress. Okay. And I guess this was on her wedding day. And this was the infamous dress that she was crying in that day on uh, Facebook Live. Okay. So then she says, it's truly remarkable how I'm navigating this challenging time. I have people around me who are trying to capitalize on my pain. And I understand that my following base has increased. Yes, it has. Okay. But please know that this pain is real. This isn't how I envision being recognized. And I appreciate people saying I need to post. Now, who are those people? Okay, now it could be people, telling her to keep going. But y'all, sometimes people will say they did this or they. So, okay, sometimes it's real, but sometimes people just saying that just to give them a reason or permission to keep doing what they're doing. They're sharing my story, saying they knew me before all this happened. I haven't heard from anyone. People weren't texting or calling me like they used to before the situation. It's sad that some individuals would try to use my struggles for their own benefit, which is why I'm about to set boundaries with many people. Do they not comprehend what I was genuinely going through when I went live? I wasn't thinking, oh, the world is going to know me. I was thinking, I'm losing my mind, my husband, and my kids. To try to gain fame off my pain is absurd. And yes, that's probably what she was going through in the moment. Okay. But it's the after now. Okay. And how all of this is play out. So then, y'all, this got me because it's the comments for me. She posted the same morning. This is the very reason why I'm about to stop answering my phone, stop replying to people. I don't know who to trust. I don't like this feeling. I don't want to keep opening up a can of worms on how bad I'm in pain. I want to move on and stop talking about it, but people want to keep making post stories. So then, y'all, when you go here and click on it, and make sure y'all can see it. It's her post. And look at the comments. I really need to be learning how to share and work from my laptop. Yes, sis, you got to get this, okay, so you can start doing all that. Y'all, look at the comments. Someone said, so you didn't type that? Because we're looking for her to share what she's talking about. Okay, because whose story? This you. Okay. Oh my God. So then they asked her, someone said, so did you write it was a prank? Okay. I'm telling y'all, this confused me. So it's her post she shared. She shared this picture again. And she shared this picture. So who you talking about? It confused me. And I wasn't the only person confused. Because if you're calling someone out about their post or their story, then I thought you're going to share that, not your own post where you saying that people making money off of you. Okay, so that was confusing. Okay, now here it started heating up with some drama yesterday. Okay, I don't know. Let's see. Those posts for 474 comments, 41 shares. Okay, 311 comments, 38 shares. Okay. Now, come up here to this post, okay? This post has 1,800 something comments, okay? 307 shares. Why y'all like that? Okay. Why are y'all so into the drama? Now, y'all when this girl was sharing her wedding dress yesterday, nobody over there comment, okay? Nobody over there liking her wedding picture or getting too involved in the drama about people capitalizing off of her pain. Okay. She did post, it was a skit, I guess, so people would leave her alone. Well, she said she didn't post that. She said that there's somebody else posing as her, which is why she went and got the blue check mark. Okay. She said thought that was old when they played a prank when they was together. Girl, no. This is happening now. So now the people are for the drama, okay? Good morning, Brandy. Welcome. And it says, so my husband's family, now see, this here, I'm telling y'all, this girl likes mess, okay? She may act like, yeah, she was hurt in that moment and stuff like that. But I sense also some gaslighting, okay, taking place to get some stuff started. A lot of people are starting to compare her to Peach McIntyre, okay? She said, so my husband's family. Now, she could have left it at that. But she said the sister and the cousin. Okay, she calling it out. She telling y'all which family members said that they're coming to my house to fight me. I will be calling the police now. If something happens to me, this is for my record. I was like, oh my God, girl, are they coming to fight you or unalive? Can you fight? I started getting scared for her because I'm like, well, can you fight? Because now you taking this from a fight to now unalive. I was like, oh, this is escalating. Wait a second. She said, I sent this straight up to Obi. Girl, okay. Because see, I was giving her the benefit of the doubt after the 2 wedding pictures. And I kind of left her alone, didn't go over there and check her page or nothing. I said, well, she healing, she moving on. And girl, when you sent that to me, I went back over there. I was like, what is going on? Okay, it wasn't me lying. Hello, she did say that it is what it is. She was like, this not me. This is a troll page. Okay, I was outdone when she put them people in the comments. Yes, so then she says they're mad because someone made a fake page talking about his mama's house having fleas. Now, wait a minute. Girl, you trying to say another fake page. See, you into all these fake pages stuff for me. Okay, too much for me. You talking about this thing as a prank, that was a fake page. Okay, now who would know his mama has fleas? It would have to be somebody that know the mama. Okay, so they thinking that the fake page was her. And she probably been talking about that lady fleas before, which is why they probably felt it was her too. She said, how about being mad that I've been cheated on for months? I was done. I'm like, no, wait a minute. That mama house having fleas is not roaches. Usually if you hear something like this, a lot of times people are capping on the other person for roaches or something like that. The fleas got me. Okay, now y'all, it's about the comment section for me. Let me pull this up. Okay, now wait, let's say you didn't tell me about her comment. Let she see if his sister, see, she, okay, y'all. Peep it, y'all. Y'all gotta clock this, okay? Just clock how she goes on, okay? Now, or how she carries on. Now, she said if his sister try to come, it won't be a fair fight. She too big for this. She said she too big for this ish. Now, girl, now wait a minute. Now we're not gonna try to call people big and stuff like that because she did admit that she used to be big, okay, and she lost weight. Now that's not fair. If you've been big, look, stay off the big topic, okay? Don't even go there. Find something else to cap on, but leave the sister alone, okay, with her size. I was crying, y'all, yesterday from all the laughter. Girl, okay. I think I'll be more mad about having fleas than being cheated on. Her comments never miss. Girl, I didn't go through all the comments. Yeah, she really about to come get her. Okay, so then after that, she said, well, if the big got fleas, she got fleas, damn it. Somebody said, where you at? I'm going to come and help you. This other girl said, well, if he's cheating, maybe the fleas came from him. Uh-oh. Did they think of that? They missing a bigger picture. She said, that means you going to have fleas if they hit you. Somebody told her to go hide. Oh, my gosh. Call pest control, not the police, sis. Y'all, this is too much. Somebody itching for a fight. Time to call the exterminator. So does she have fleas? Asking for the congregation. It must be true since they want to knuckle up. So my thing is this, okay? Oh my God. I do not think that the sisters and the cousin said they was going to come over there and fight this girl over a comment she said about fleas. Now, if anything, they may want to come over there and fight her because you won't hear dogging out, their family member, your husband, okay, making them look a certain type of way and all of that. Because to my knowledge, the other post they said was him, but y'all, his page is not active either. And a lot of people were under that saying that it looked like Chat GPT. Okay. So he really has not come out and done a live and things like that yet. Hey, Dreamy Girl. Hey, sis. Thank you so much for that. Welcome. Y'all, if you would like to donate, Dreamy Girl has put different links of how to support in the chat. Let's see. Latte said it was in the first screenshot. I am big. I was not laughing at that, but the fleas. Right. But girl, she needs to stop because she said she was big. So why are you, hey, Brittany, I don't know if I spoke. So why are you talking about the sister sides? Okay. So y'all, the sister and the cousin wanted to come and fight her. Okay. So then y'all, now check this out. She poking, okay. After that, she did this post. She said, I feel like I'm married in the Nutty Professor family and I'm Janet. And then put this. Now you poking at the whole family. You trying to say the whole family fat, okay? People will fight over mama. Yes, okay. She up here poking at the whole family right now. And then check this out, y'all. Here she go again with the movie situation. Okay, remember the other day she was saying, oh, my life, this is like a movie. And she tagged Tyler Perry. She said this again. See, I think she's trying to get a movie or a deal like the girl, Who the F Did I Marry? Okay. The girl that had that series on TikTok. I think she wants this to turn into something because you know how people kind of just throw stuff out there so you'll pick up on it, or, oh yeah, girl, you need to do that. Oh yeah, that would be good. That's what I was picking up with this. Okay. So then she talked about how their size, okay, and she feels like she's Janet. Check this out, y'all. Okay. She says, so I'm a cartoon character now. Now she playing around with different apps. Now, this was the time when you said you were in pain, heartache, heartbreak. And so now we're using AI to come up with AI looking cartoon pictures, poking at the pain. If I was going through that kind of pain where I came on live, embarrassing, myself, and yes, it was embarrassing, but I don't think, she was trying to embarrass herself, crying, laying it all on the table, okay, drinking and stuff like that. If this will be the last thing I would do, okay, I wouldn't even want to think about that moment, okay, let alone post pictures poking at that moment. Even if someone were to send this to you, I don't even think I would post it. Okay, for what? It makes it look like it wasn't serious, in my opinion. That's what people are going to start taking away. Is she playing a game? Is this serious? Cause why? Why are you making a cartoon picture out of you in a wedding dress that you can't zip up anymore with alcohol, snotting and crying about a guy cheating on you? And now here it is. Cartoon pictures. Okay. Then after that, y'all, she more drama. Okay. We went from the cartoon pictures to more drama. Now, she's saying, so this is my last time addressing this. Where did this come from? Okay, because we didn't see you mention a friend before. So, y'all, she done went back in her receipts. Oh, she said, my supposed friend whom I had at my wedding has been messing with my husband. I understand my crash because I saw many things. Yes, I'm trying to heal, but to find out today, she's been dealing with my husband too. Now, she's saying she found out that day, okay? But it looked like she had been having communication with the friend. But I'm gonna look at these receipts again while I go through these with y'all. Um, this makes me want to lose it. Then she goes and posts a story on her page to get clout, lying on me and bragging about messing with my husband. What is wrong? I brought you into my house when your man assaulted you. Uh-oh. She telling the friend's business. Okay. She's saying, look, your husband assaulted you and left you alone with my husband just for y'all to do this. Now, what happened there? Where was she at? Because why is your husband over there with her man? I don't know if they were married. And the girl. Where were you? Because that's awkward if this is your friend, your husband just there, and you not over there. So her man leaves, and now it's just your husband and her. Why was he over there without you? And this was your friend. So I was a little confused on that part. I even cooked and gave you birthday gifts. This doesn't make any sense now. You trying to get clout. You plead the fifth about sleeping with my husband. Okay, y'all, some of this, and people were confused in the chat as well. Because, baby, you got to give us some context to some of these text messages and stuff like that. That's so mean to fat shame people, right? When you was big yourself at the time before you lost weight. Exactly. I believe capitalism on my capitalizing on my pain and running up the bag. This man embarrassed her, and healing is going to come in the form of a big fat check. Yes, you are right. Definitely. And hey, my thing is rightfully so. I mean, if you can get on here and do all of that and it runs up a bag, it's not like you scamming people. I mean, you were just being honest. And one person, y'all, I was looking at this other girl post. She said, "Child, this girl ran up a bag. Let me go to Goodwill and go grab me a wedding dress, and y'all gonna see me come on this live crying." Now other people trying to do it. They said they may go get them a wedding dress, come on here and tell their story, get them a little alcohol, cry, and baby, it's racking up a bag. I told y'all, it's the end of the year. Okay, people's food stamps are being threatened. Those that are approved for food stamps, because baby, I don't know how many people actually getting them. Because unless you just not working, period, they don't approve people for food stamps. Okay, you can be $1 off of the limit and they won't give you food stamps. Anyways, Thanksgiving is coming up. Okay, Christmas, people got kids. Christmas is coming up. So if they see, oh, wait a second, this is looking a little profitable. Okay, let me do a peach. Okay. Because y'all know Peach knows how to work those numbers. She knows how to get her people and reel them in. Okay. She knows how to throw out. Shelly. Is Shelly still in the chat? My girl Shelly has already peeped Peaches her cycle. One day Shelly was explaining it to me. And lo and behold, she did not lie. Because I wasn't following Peach for a long time. You know, I just had kind of tapped into who she was. But she said, girl, she's been doing this. It was a cycle. She would do the eviction thing, the cheating thing, and lo and behold, here we go. It same cycle. And so some people, once they see what works and what can get them attention, I'm not saying this about the Keke Jones lady, they'll try different things, okay, to see what will get them into the algorithm. Because like I told y'all, since this has been going on the reels on Facebook, her reels are popping up in the algorithm. That's like what you are seeing over and over from her previous videos that she's done and everything, because now her channel is getting attention. So it's putting her channel into the algorithm. Okay. So yeah, people are going to come with some mess. At this point, she needs to stay off of social media. She's been bitter and she's being bitter and chasing clout. Okay, girl. The friend was at their home when she left and went to work. They fooled around. Oh, so the friend and her man was at their house. Okay. But she had left for work. And I guess after the alleged assault, her man left and left them alone. Ooh. I told y'all this thing got messy. Okay. Like what? It's really sad that folks will support drama over being genuine content. Just my opinion. Yep. Okay, April said Peach and Ekane both know how to keep a cycle of engagement coming, and it's the same every time with them both. You know, I've heard of the Ekane lady, but I don't follow her, so I don't really know her story. But wow, so both of them, girl, this is crazy. That's sad. Okay, so then y'all, she started sharing the girls some things from her page, Risa Evans. And so she shared her post over there. And yes, I went to that page. And the girl does have a page. And so she shared that mixed with all of these different receipts. Keke Jones said so much about her cheating husband and how she found out which wedding guest attendee he was cheating with. I plead the fifth. She wrote that on top of there. Now, this was, I guess, I don't know, after they got married, she was trying to find out who he had cheated with and going through records and stuff like that. And so some of these messages I was going through, but I didn't know who the other person was she was talking about and stuff like that. But it seems like she did ask her if she had slept with him. Okay. And then her husband was kind of checking out because she was saying, no, he was just looking at my stories and stuff like that. And she even told him, the friend told him that Keke found out that he was doing that and he needs to stop doing that. Okay. But it was some text messages. If y'all want to, excuse me, go over, on her page and look through them. But some of it I just didn't get, so I don't even want to give it context, but it was between her and the friend, okay? Going back and forth and about him and a trip and what are they going to do? The husband was asking her what was she going to do there and stuff like that. So feel free if you have some free time today to look through those messages. Now, let's see here. As of now was her last post, okay? And that was yesterday, 12 hours ago. And notice that got 1,400 something comments and 781 shares, okay? See, she's going to pick up that the people are with the mess. Notice her biggest shared posts and the posts with the most comments were drama, okay? Not the ones where she was trying to be funny or her cartoon character, but those are bringing in the videos. Okay, now are the views. Let me see this video. Hold on, let's see. She doesn't. I wonder what happened. I don't see videos up here. I just see reels because I was trying to find out something. But let's look at reels. Okay. Now, y'all, these are the reels numbers. Let me see, make sure y'all can see this. Joyce said I can't keep up with the drama. Okay. Joy, yesterday I told my husband that same thing. I said, baby, so many stories I want to talk about. Like, y'all, it was this one lady, because it was in line with this, I was going to bring it up. She found out her husband was cheating. Child, they got into a heated argument. He went walking down the street. Why did this lady get into her car and go and run him over? Like those are things, not little things, but those are stories and stuff I be wanting to talk about. It's just so much going on. Okay, so looking through her numbers, y'all, okay, she is getting the views. But I'm going to show y'all that even before this, she was getting still, quite a few views. So that video she did where she said she's okay got 1.2 million. That video where she said that her husband, she was trying to get his attention and he wasn't giving it to her, 1.9 million views. All of these on this row are in the millions. The video where she was drinking in her wedding dress, 12 million views. Okay, all of these have millions. Okay, most of these. Now let's go down. Now, going back to some of their other videos, y'all. Now this one, she says, oh, nothing, just getting on his nerves because I know he don't like the camera. And I think some of that is he just didn't like the camera. I don't think it was the fact that he shoots, got music. I don't think he was trying to act like he didn't want her. He just didn't want to be on camera. Those have a lot of views. Okay. Because I didn't want it to be like she wasn't getting views at first. Let's go down. And then they're in the hundreds of thousands. If she wasn't in millions, she was in the hundreds of thousands. This one, this is the way I stand behind my man when he pays 1.3 million. Okay. So she's been getting views. Don't get it twisted now. No, hey, she's well known, I guess, on some other stuff that she has been doing. But it wasn't like she was the type getting 300 views, 500 views. And now when this happened, she's getting millions or, now it went up to millions. Okay. But she was in the thousands. Okay. Double digits, then 3 digits. So it started growing. Now this one video, okay, then pretty much now this one she even got 1.1 million on that video. But yeah, she started getting into the millions even before that. Now this one though was 12 million views. Wow. So y'all, whew, boy. So we gonna see where this goes. I don't know. She's gotten quiet since 12 hours ago. Hopefully, they'll come to some type of reconciliation. I don't know, after the cheating stuff, maybe some type of marriage counseling. She has to get her kids back. Now, she did say that she wanted to kind of tell her backstory, okay? Because she hasn't gone into a lot of the details of why, just because your husband cheats does not mean they're going to take your kids. There's more to the story, definitely, if you don't have your kids, okay? So that part she has not come on and talked about yet. So I'll definitely keep you all posted. But that was all of the updates on today. I thank everyone that came over and was a part of the live. And thank you all that are watching the replay as well. Make sure if y'all have not already tapped in to tap into some of the videos I did yesterday. We had a couple of lives short and another video, y'all, because Sonia Massey, the cop that unalived her, Sean Grayson, is now on trial. And that trial has now started. That was the lady who was trying to get the hot water off the stove. And the guy, the cop put his hand on his weapon. She looking at him like, what's going on? They get scared of each other. Okay. And he ends up unaliving her right there in her kitchen. Okay. So he's on trial. Kata Scott, I am definitely going to have to come back with another update about her. Yes, it is what it is. I've been kind of peeping in to some of that. Y'all, it's just been so much I've been trying to keep up with. So Kata Scott, I am definitely going to do an update on her because y'all, remember we said that I felt it was more people working with him. And this thing has taken an odd and weird twist. And they did say that his father, the Keon guy, is also a detective. Okay. And oh y'all, it's just a lot. That poor lady. I just hate this, and that happened. Thank you, April, that happened to her. But it's taken a weird turn. And so I'm definitely, thank you, Brittany. I'm definitely going to come to you out with an update on that. Then we're going to do part 2 of the Sakina Thompson, the one that unalived Kayla Hodgson. Now, remember, I laid the foundation with part 1. If y'all have not watched part 1 of that, make sure y'all watch part 1 because this is taking a turn too, y'all. Now, Sakina Thompson was just found guilty of killing Kayla Hodgson. Her sentencing hearing was on December the 19th, right? Well, I think, was it yesterday or the day before? Her lawyers have now submitted a motion for a new trial. And they've listed all these different things that went on with that trial, y'all, to try to get her another trial. And they submitted this before the doggone sentencing. So I don't know if they're going to approve that or not, but that is so weird. See, I think she thought because she was pregnant, okay, she thought that was going to work for her because, oh, I'm with child. I thought that she was going to cut me. So I was using self-defense and unalived her. But girl, you unalived her with that knife multiple times, okay? It caught her off guard. It wasn't like, oh, she knew about you and she was coming after you and stuff like that. So then that didn't work. Now she's trying to get out of this thing, baby. They trying to come up with something now. So I don't know if that motion will be granted, but that's something else that I want to update you all as well. So Kata Scott is coming, the Sakina Thompson is coming, and it was one more thing. Oh, well, yeah, one more thing that I wanted to do. But some things, y'all, I try to put into videos instead of just doing lives on them. And I know the videos don't hit the algorithm as fast as shorts. So y'all make sure sometimes just tap on the videos to see if there's a new video. Because I know shorts will get sent out really, really fast. Thank you, Latte. I appreciate it. Shout out to the mods, Shelly Shells and Latte. Also, special happy birthday to Lolo. She's not in here, but today is Lolo's birthday. I did do a post on my community wall, so y'all make sure you comment on there and show her that we love her and that she has a happy birthday. Shout out to Shelly Shells for being a member for 12 months. Okay, thank you, sis. She said, great live, sis. Thanks everyone for your support. Yes, thank y'all so much. Hey, Carla, good morning. Thank you for joining. Let's see, April, when I'm not watching on Romika, I'm watching that one. Yes. So that's next. Kata Scott, because I don't want to get too far behind because it's been update after update in this case. So that will be our next one. Also, tonight, y'all, this evening, we have Encouraging Word Thursday. So for those of you who just want to come in and enjoy the word, we usually go to Pastor John Hanna's New Light Church there in Chicago for our word. And it just gives us a moment to step away from all of the news, the noise, the drama, and just hear a word from God on Thursdays. And then Sunday morning, we have our open book worship experience. And so it's just a laid back time. We just enjoy what God has to say. Hey, Juanita, I thought you were in here. You probably left and came back. Okay, Scorpio season. All right, yes. So I am about to get ready for work. I thoroughly enjoyed you all. Thank you all so much for tapping in. Make sure y'all have a wonderful Thursday. And until next time, be blessed.
You just flip through truth with the open book. If you felt that heat, like share and stay locked in. Another chapter done, but we far from finished. Truth on the mic, yeah, we handle business. Real talk, no fluff, just facts and fire. From the book to the block, we taking it higher. The open book, every voice matters, every lie shatters. Catch you next page.